Xanax just makes you forget everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, that is a dirty drug.
You're right.
I couldn't say enough bad things about Xanax.
So there was this guy, I forget who told me this story. Oh shit. Did you hear that?
Little shock.
What the fuck? But there was this guy, I don't remember who told me this. It might have happened. I might have been in the jail cell. But there's this guy who woke up in the holding tank and told the guards, "Hey, why am I in here? Aggravated armed robbery." He was on Xanax. He was just so stupid. They just arrested him.
Yeah.
Aggravated armed. He went, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, got like 30 years."
Oh my god.
He's doing 30 years and doesn't even remember doing the crime.
Yeah, that sounds like Xanax. Those things are terrible, man.
Yeah. Are they popular with the kids?
No, I don't think so. I just got my hands on some, and I just was like, I was trying to not do cocaine, so I was like, I'm gonna do Xanax instead.
Exact opposite.
Yeah. And yeah, just fucked my life up. I remember I slept completely through Mother's Day, and my mom was pissed. Like, you get super hungover off those things, and they just make you sleep all day. So I slept through Mother's Day. This was right when I was like I was 18. I was about to graduate. So I don't remember graduating.
What?
Yeah, all I have is this picture of me walking across the stage. I took a picture. Yeah. I crashed my car like really bad on the way to graduation and got super concussed and just left my car there.
And went and graduated?
Went and graduated. That was the day I tried to fight my friend. Like all these people were telling me all these crazy stories of things I did, of like me stealing shit, and I was like, man, that's not me. Like, yeah. I don't know that person.
Wow, you just don't even think, right?
Yeah, it's weird because it's like, it's a blackout, as in you don't remember, but you're like fully functioning. Like you're still there, and you can like, there's so many times, bro, like where I just woke up and I was like, where, like I'm in my house and I would like look out my window. I'm like, my car's like, I drove home last night. What the fuck? Like,
where did I come from?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's scary.
It was bad stuff, and definitely burned a lot of bridges then. Because I left high school, I didn't see any of those people again. And yeah, it was just a sad time.
What's worse, you think, to be hooked on cocaine or Xanax?
Xanax for sure. One of the only withdrawals you can die from is Xanax. Like Xanax and alcohol is like some of the strongest withdrawals. Yeah, you can die from those. I wasn't that bad off them, like where I was addicted that bad, but when I got off of them and all these stories were coming back to me of things I did on them, it was so much for me to handle. It was like the only time I've ever like considered, and I think it was just because of the withdrawal was like super heavy as well, but like it's the only time I've ever like considered ending my life. And like the only time I've ever been like really suicidal was off of when I was getting off of Xanax.
During the withdrawals?
Yeah.
Just fucking with your head and stuff?
Yeah, just downward spiral, like super easy. Yeah.
How long did it take to get clean off Xanax?
The day after I graduated, the day I graduated, I got super concussed, and I took like 11 bars that day. Like, fuck. Yeah, it was bad. And then the day after was that day where all those people were telling me shit. This girl I like really liked, she was like, "You came into my graduation party, you just stole a bunch of bottles and left." I was like, ooh. I really liked her, so I was like, no.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it was just bad. But that was the last day I took them. I took them like one time after that, like a year or two later. And I was like, oh, those are stupid. Like I went to sleep and I woke up and I was like, okay, that's why I don't do that shit.
When'd you start rapping?
I started rapping when I was 18 or 19, like just like lightly.
When you got off the Xanax.
Yeah, so I after I graduated, I was really into like the rave scene, and just purely because of the drugs. I wasn't like too in love with the music, not to like knock it, but I don't really like it, but I loved the party aspect of it and like the community aspect. So like I thought I was making all these cool friends and just there for a good party. And that kind of got me into like what electronic music is and like production. And then I got to college, and a few of my roommates and friends, they were like making beats and like making some hip hop stuff, and I just wanted to like be cool and fit in with those guys. So I started like writing a few raps
Just
and
to fit in.
Yeah, totally. Like they would make a beat and I would just try to write a verse or something, and I was terrible, but it started there.
So when I was a kid, and I told you I used to rap. So I grew up, I didn't have much, but I could rap. And I would use it to like, cause you go places when you're a kid and they're like, so no never got no money, or oh they would call them gators. I don't know what you know what a gator is, but where I'm from, a gator is someone always shows up when you spark the joint. Hey, scavenger smoker,
Like a mooch, we called them.
Yeah, mooch, and I didn't want to be that, so I started just practicing rapping. And I would just walk around, and this is how you know I'm old. I'd walk around with headphones and a Walkman, a cassette player, and on the back of the cassette player there's a screw. If you loosen or tighten that screw, it screws your music, slows it down.
Oh, chopped and screwed.
So I would slow music down so I could hear the lyrics, and I would walk around rapping the lyrics to myself.
That's
for
awesome.
hours. And then I would and this is in the 90s. So I would fake the funk too a little bit. So this is not like nowadays you hear music from Cali, New York, but back in those days, you wouldn't hear that shit in Cali. So if you get your hands on some Cali music, you could fake the funk like you made that shit up. So I'd memorize that, slow it down, walk around all day, memorize the songs. And then I would go and be like, hey, y'all smoke me out and I'll rap for you.
That's hilarious.
And I would rap the song that I memorized. And they'd be like, oh shit, you're cold as fuck. But it's just some shit I stole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would just do that. And I would just do that. And that's how I would get high. And that's how I would eat. I'd be hungry. I wouldn't have nothing to eat. And I would go to my friend's house. And I'd be like, I'll rap for you, man. Go make me something to eat.
That's sick.
Go make me something to eat.